Do you remember the 70s? How about the 80s? Before your career was a dream, you practiced your dance moves. Now is the chance to show us your steps. Do the bump, robot, or even the running man. Come on out to Hip Hop Tober. Wednesday, October 18th. Let us see if you still got it. Come dressed in your best retro gear. It's gonna be a house party, y'all.
Nobody does it better.
Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework. I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's just gotta try a little harder.
1 in 5 children struggle with learning and attention issues. Go from misunderstanding to understood.org.
Nothing to do this week? Don't miss another event. Go to blacksinsanantonio.com for our event calendar. The home of the largest business directory in San Antonio with an African American focus. Sign up today for our weekly e-blast and text message alerts. Help us make this a better community. Connect, empower, grow.
Because it matters to you, it matters to us. It is Black Video News with your host, Keith Scott. Black Friday Live, San Antonio. Here we go.
I want to thank you all for tuning in to Black Friday Live. I'm your host, Keith Scott. You know where we always come with the hottest topics and subject matter. Always, hey, with a special guest right here on Black Friday Live. Today's special guest, I've got a home healthcare agency right here, Tried and True Home Care Services. The CEO is in the building, Miss Taniesha Fuller. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Keith?
I'm so happy to have you on Black Friday Live. I got a home care services right here.
I'm excited to be here.
Well, thanks for being on Black Friday Live, Taniesha. Home Tried and True Home Care Services. Where did this vision come from?
My grandfather. It is a story that is just precious and near and dear to my heart. My grandfather who's passed away and my grandmother who's passed away, we called him Paw Paw and called my grandmother Gang Gang.
Okay.
My grandfather was a strong, very influential man in my life. And as he was dying, I was his medical power of attorney. It was my responsibility to find home care services for him.
Right.
What did that encompass? That included everything. That was his in-home care,
right,
his medical care. He needed someone to come in the house and prepare meals for them and cook. Now, I was a mom, mother of 2.
Okay.
Still am. So
okay.
I worked and I was a mother, so I needed some support.
Right.
Just like many people out here in the audience today, you guys need that same support to help care for your loved one. So it was my responsibility to make sure all of the medical care was taken care of for he and my grandmother. I was very frustrated one afternoon after making hundreds of phone calls and looking in directory after directory after directory for services for both of them, and I needed something that had everything, the medical side and the non-medical side.
Right, right.
And I also needed some hospice supports leading into all of that too.
Okay.
So I got home one afternoon and I said, Papa, I'm just frustrated. I cannot find what you need. He said, well, what are you fussing at me about it? Go out there and do something about it.
Okay.
So what I did about it was I started praying about it. And I got this vision to open up Tried and True Home Care Services. Well, who's Tried and True?
Tell my viewers a little bit about who is Tried and True.
Well, I named it Tried and True Home Care Services because my Almighty Father is tried and true. God is tried and true. And I knew that if I laid everything on his back and if I trusted him to give me every step in detail for this business, it would be successful. And that's what I did. And we are successful. 4 years into it.
4 years into it. the vision sparked from your grandparents.
He told me to do something about it.
Just stepped out on faith to do something.
I did it. So this was in his honor and in my grandmother's honor.
Now, what are some of the services that you provide with Tried and True Services?
I tell you, Keith, anything you can think of that you do every day independently,
okay,
we do for people in their homes or in the community. So we provide medical care in the home. That's physical therapy services, speech therapy services, occupational therapy, nursing services. We monitor everything in their healthcare, and we work in collaboration in conjunction with their doctor or any other healthcare professional.
Now, is it especially for seniors, or is it for people that need those type of services? Now, who is it directed? What are the demographics?
Our main population are seniors, but we do support a lot of young adults who've had surgery, who require physical therapy, who are homebound. Home health is not something you're going to get for your entire life. It's intermittent. It's what they call intermittent. So we'll come in for a period of time to get you health and work on your wellness, and then you get back into the community. The other side of what we do is the non-medical side.
Right.
So the same population, same people, they're at home, but they can't prepare their meals for them. They can't go out and do their grocery shopping. They can't do that, light housekeeping. Our team goes in and does that stuff for people.
Wow, so you got a team, you're well-rounded with a lot of different services.
Right. That's not all. So we also provide group home settings or personal care home settings. So we have people that can't live on their own anymore.
Right.
So two different populations that we support in that setting. So we might have someone who's a senior citizen who can't live independently anymore, who needs just a little bit of help. So we have round-the-clock services for those people.
24 hours, round-the-clock.
24-hour care. And then we have a population of people who have intellectual or developmental disabilities. This is someone who has a low cognitive function, who can't necessarily complete their activities of daily living or make decisions for themselves.
Wow.
So we also provide 24-hour care for them.
Wow, so you got a lot going on, huh?
And we coordinate medical appointments, we transport to medical appointments. You name it, we probably do it.
Wow, providing that right here in Bexar County.
In Bexar County.
That's awesome. Now, I know you got an event coming up, Taniesha. And I wanted my viewers to know more about Hip Hoptober. This is the first time Hip Hoptober, but you are the sponsor for Hip Hoptober.
Yes.
That's taking place next Wednesday, October 18th. Tell me a little bit about this event and what's going to be going down. This is the flyer, actually. Hip Hoptober is going to be taking place on the 18th, next Wednesday. Tried and True is going to be there, of course, the sponsor. Tell me a little bit about what's going to be going on with this Hip Hoptober. It's fall time.
It's fall time. It's an exciting night. This is our era, this is our time, so we encourage everyone to come out dressed in your 70s and your 80s gear, b-boy, b-girl kind of style. There'll be a costume contest, there'll be a dance contest. So not only come dressed, but come ready to dance with your dance moves.
Now this is a medical event, right? You're trying to bring all of the medical people together, doctors, physicians, nurses,
yes,
those that are in home health care like yourself.
Correct.
So this is an interesting event for the people in the medical field. Now, I know you got a special guest too, right?
We have a special guest, but I can't tell you about it. But I can tell you he's bad.
He's bad.
He's
huh?
bad.
It's going down.
It is going down.
So you got a dance contest. You got.
Oh, I forgot to mention there'll be a food truck.
A food
truck here, so there'll be food available.
Couple of food trucks, and so people have to RSVP, correct?
Please do RSVP. I'm
noticing that the 16th on Monday. People need to RSVP, and if they want more information, they can email Avista at blacksinsanantonio.com, or for more information, you can call 210-226-1939. It sounds very exciting. It's fall time. I know you're looking forward to it, right?
I think it will be a blast, and it's an opportunity for medical professionals to network and communicate and collaborate and talk about services and the needs of the community. I mean, there are so many needs in this community. We really want to have an impact.
And it sounds like you're doing just that. I want my viewers to know, for more information, for those that are interested in Tried and True home care services, how can they reach Tried and True, Taniesha?
They can go to our website at triedtrue.org. They can email me. It's Taniesha Fuller Felix at triedtrue.org. They can call us at 210-305-4961.
Well, that sounds good, Taniesha. I know you're looking forward to next Wednesday, and I want to thank you for being on Black Friday Live. Got the CEO of Tried and True Home Care Services right here on Black Friday Live. Hey, stay logged on for more. I'm coming right back right here on Black Friday Live. Stay logged on.
So how was work?
It was 1,300 hours. My math class from 302 was in the trenches. Davy Roth had it the worst. Fractions were coming at him left and right. He just didn't get the damn things. 2 days ago, I tried to teach him what 1/4 of 1/2 was using different sizes of blocks. Yesterday, I tried again by dividing up pizza. Both missions failed.
Oh no.
But today, I was ready. I created a combat math game where the only way to beat the enemy is to out-fraction them. Davy conquered every last denominator. My game was so successful, the principal is deploying it to math squadrons all over the school. Anywho, how was your day?
Oh, today my boss treated the office to salad wraps.
Salad wraps.
I know.
Do you remember the 70s? How about the 80s? Before your career was a dream, you practiced your dance moves. Now is the chance to show us your steps. Do the bump, robot, or even the running man. Come on out to Hip Hop-tober. Wednesday, October 18th. Let us see if you still got it. Come dressed in your best retro gear. It's gonna be a house party, y'all.
Nobody does it better.
Don't ignore the subtext. It's on us to intervene in sexual assault. Because we can. Take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Nothing to do this week? Don't miss another event. Go to blacksinsanantonio.com for our event calendar. The home of the largest business directory in San Antonio with an African American focus. Sign up today for our weekly e-blast and text message alerts. Help us make this a better community. Connect, empower, grow.
Thanks for tuning right back to Black Friday Live. I told you I was coming back, man. I got one of the baddest public relations guys in the world. I didn't say the country. I said the world. Mr. Joe Linson from Tony G's Soul Food right here in the Alamo City. What's going on, Joe?
You're beautiful. Appreciate you, man.
Everything
is good.
Man, I always get excited when I get to talk to Joe Linson.
Likewise, my brother. Likewise.
Man, Joe, man, you've been putting in work in this community. Love the pendant. I know you're on the Alamo Bowl board of directors too.
25th anniversary, by the way. Get your tickets at Alamo Bowl. Give me a call. Your team just may be here. You never know.
Man, Joe, you've been putting in work in this community for so long. You know, you're the public relations with Tony G's Soul Food for my viewers out there right here at St. Paul Square. But I want you to talk about the impact, because what is it, like a year now?
It's a little over about a year and 6 months. We opened April 1st a year ago.
Yeah, on April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day, that's exactly right. Remember that?
I was there, I covered it.
And what a party it was.
Yeah.
But what we want you to know to this community, thank you for your support. This community has been overwhelmingly supporting Tony G's Soul Food.
Yeah.
We've got, it's beyond a restaurant. I mean, we've got the food and all that, but it's a meeting place. It's the place to be on Friday nights.
Talk about that, because I want my viewers to know all of the different entities that you can get at Tony G's.
Friday nights after dark is awesome. There's live music, okay? A buffet, one of the best buffets in town. Fried chicken, collard greens, mac and cheese, all of that.
Number the soul.
You got it. Peach cobbler,
Wow.
But live entertainment, Wednesday balls, she's over the top in terms of entertainment. We've had Beverly Houston, y'all, everybody knows Beverly Houston. She's been awesome there. Europa. If you like music, from blues, jazz, you name it, hip hop, we make it happen in Tony G's Soul Food.
Yeah.
But beyond that, our Sunday brunch, it's over the top.
After church?
After church, it's from 10 to 4. Everything you can think of is on that Sunday brunch. There's a seafood buffet area, if you will. Every dessert you can think of. All the food that your grandma used to cook.
Wow.
Collard greens, cornbread, biscuits, fried chicken, waffles.
Man,
And
hold on. My stomach is starting to growl. I'm starting to growl.
You don't want to miss the oxtails. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I know you guys had oxtail tacos.
An oxtail taco. We want to kind of mix in. We're in San Antonio. We want to kind of get that soul flavor, but understanding the Hispanic, Latino community, we want to plug that into. You can also get a taco here.
Yeah.
But beyond all of that, Keith, what we're trying to tell this community is we're going to go dark. Everybody relax. This Sunday, the 15th, we shut her down because we're moving to a bigger and better place to serve you. We're moving to 915 South Hackberry.
Okay.
Right on
Still on the east side.
Deeper into the east side, if you will. We're 2 blocks southeast of the Alamo Dome. We're right there at the corner of South Hackberry and Cesar Chavez Boulevard.
Okay.
It's a bigger facility. Drive-in parking. Parking has been a problem at the Alamo Dome area.
Right.
We listen to our customers.
Right.
So what we've done, we bought the building. Tony Gradden is just a huge entrepreneur. This guy is incredible.
Yeah, and I want to touch on that because we're going to talk about Tony because he's always in the background.
But he doesn't want the spotlight.
No, he doesn't.
He wants to just get things done.
Yeah.
But what is happening, we're going to move there and we're going to reopen the facility November the 1st. It's the official grand reopening, although on October the 31st, we're having our power breakfast. That's all the leaders in the community who wants to do something in the east side of Burr County. We've been doing that the last Tuesday of every month.
Right.
At Tony G's over at Sunset Station.
Right.
We're going to sort of break the ground on October 31st with a power breakfast in there. So be there at 7:30. It's a big buffet. There'll be 100 people in there, movers, shakers, anybody you've been trying to meet in the African American community will be there. Elected officials down to the, you name it, they're there.
Right.
So you want to do that the 31st. But the reopening on November the 1st is the big deal. We'll have a big grand opening. The Chamber of Commerce will cut the ribbon. We'll have music, a band playing, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And we want people to come and enjoy what you have built for us. Tony G's Soul Food is a result of the brainchild of Tony Gradney, super guy, came from Houston 8-9 years ago. He's the kind of guy that make things happen. You'll see him in and out of the restaurant. He's always on the move. But what he does, he puts a good team around him.
Yeah.
I'm going to be part of that team, I guess.
Yeah, like yourself, public relations. Yes.
That's the key to it.
Yes.
And you got to let people know that you're there. And what Tony is doing is laying some groundwork. That place, as you know, in Sunset Station, lay dormant for what, 20 years? Nothing going on
no
down
activity.
There. Nothing whatsoever.
No activity.
Tony G's came in there, revitalized that whole area. It's been a catalyst for a lot of stuff. All kind of meetings, African American people are meeting there, other groups, fraternities, sororities, nonprofit organizations. We meet for breakfast, after 5. If you want to book the joint, you can buy the building.
Wow. So for my viewers, Joe, isn't that the Promise Zone?
It's right in the heart of the Promise Zone.
Right in the heart of the Promise Zone.
That's a
right
key
here in
area.
Alamo City.
And what has happened is this area had been dead, and also the South Hackberry area, all that had been sort of dormant for years, but with the TIF financing and TERS and San Antonio's for Growth on the east side, who have taken an equitable position with us there, they're revitalizing the area, and we just want to be part of it. So we're hoping that you'll come out on November the 1st, re-see the place. It's a lot of parking. You can drive right up to the place. Outdoor patio you won't believe.
Right.
There's a patio there. And also inside, what we're very excited about, the private dining area. We have an area called the XO Room.
Oh, yeah?
You've heard of XO Crown. This is the XO Room.
Yeah, top of the line.
Yes, sir. You close the door, have your meetings, private dining, upscale menu if you want. If you don't want the regular soul food, we can upscale that a bit for you.
Right.
You can rent the building. You can rent that particular space if you want. For example, you can be there and have a meeting.
Okay.
And the dining room, what's happening out there has no effect on what you're doing in your XO Room.
Right.
And we want to be specializing in marketing that area for private meetings and that sort of thing, breakfasts.
Private dining area.
Private dining, you're going to love it. A much larger beverage bar area, if you will.
Okay.
More seating.
Right.
And the beautiful thing about it is Tony Gradney, he's not paying rent to you know who. We own the building.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a big investment right there in the heart of the East Side. And I'm sure, like, we've been a catalyst in Sunset Station for growth with smoke and ash and other things that's happening there. We will be a catalyst at South Hackberry and Cesar Chavez.
So you're going from 119 Hyman to
915 South Hackberry.
To 915 South Hackberry. But I want to talk a little bit about, Tony Gradney from Houston, Texas, a true Texan, but decided that he wanted to come here, make this his home, and, add some revitalization to the East Side. But this guy has also created jobs on the East Side.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
He's created jobs, and I want you to just talk a little bit more about him because he's the kind of guy that stays in the background.
But he makes things happen.
But he puts a team together, like you said, like yourself, to make things happen.
You bet.
So just let my viewers know a little bit about his vision and how this manifested, Joe.
Tony Gradney came here from Houston. He was actually brought in by the Arcade Group, Rosemary's Catering Company, to run their concessions and cash management programs.
Right.
He did that 4 or 5 years, and he saw that this community, he comes from Houston, Texas, big city, a lot of African Americans there.
Yeah, fourth largest city in the country.
Exactly, and he was thinking, where are my people? Where's the traditional soul food that's close to downtown at the same time we're in the neighborhood?
Right.
And so his vision was, how about a soul food restaurant patterned somewhat after the Breakfast Club in Houston, which is well renowned.
Yeah.
And so Tony's from Houston, he know that, but he came in here and said, you know what, I want to make a difference. I don't want to just be here. I want to make a difference and do something for people.
Right.
And you mentioned an important aspect. Part of what we did, we do second chance hiring. Nobody's perfect, Keith. We've all made mistakes.
Of course.
And but everybody deserves a second chance.
Yes, we're doing opportunity.
You bet, and that's economic development to me. It's about a job. It's about a job.
Yeah.
You have a job. You feel good about yourself. You're feeding your family. You got shelter. That's what economic development is really all about.
Yes, sir.
So we're hiring a lot of some ex-offenders who's had some issues, but no major, no axe murders, anything like that.
Right.
Guys who just made a mistake, need a second chance, and they're some of our best workers.
Wow.
On time, never late. We had a guy that was actually homeless when he got to us.
Okay.
And we hired him, got him in a house, driving a car now, feeling good about himself. That's the good thing that Tony's all about. Not only that, not just in his restaurant business, he actually restored an old mansion that was decrepit for 30 years, sitting up on North Pine Street.
Yeah, had a house fire.
If you're in that area, up on North Pine in the Dinwiddie area of town, swing by there. You're going to know whose mansion and what is this?
Yeah.
It's Tony Gradney's vision. He took that area built a mansion, actually restored a mansion.
Yeah.
And now there are meetings going there. He opens his home occasionally for meetings, fundraisers, that sort of a thing, receptions. So he's open to the community. That's the main thing.
Yeah, he cares about this community.
He really does. He deep down cares. I never met a guy like him. He's quiet, very unassuming.
Yeah, very reserved.
He's very reserved. He'll come and go. He'll stop and shoot the breeze with anybody. He's a regular brother. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he is.
But he's all business. His bottom line is, what can I do to increase opportunities for African Americans in particular, but folks in general in San Antonio.
Social economics.
You bet, and that's
Makes
what
a
it's all about. If a person has a job, he's feeling good about himself, he's taking care of his family, he's paying taxes, and that dollar is circulating.
Yeah.
The initial impact, what I like about it, when he restored his mansion and restored the restaurant in St. Paul Square, we were working with minority contractors. We were bringing guys in. Do you know anything about demolition?
Right.
Can you paint? Can you chew gum and walk?
Yeah.
And if they could, we put them to work right then. So they had an immediate impact just in restoring the place. And then this community has just been overwhelming. Thank you, San Antonio. You have made us, you put us on the map.
Yeah.
We had the vision, but you took that vision and ran with it. So we're not leaving St. Paul Square in sort of distress.
Right.
We're actually enhancing what you have laid out for us. You created a demand. You said, I want better parking. Well, you got a large parking lot out there. Just seat you. We've got outdoor patio. You're going to love that. Special room inside, XO dining, reserve that space.
Yeah.
Give us a call right now, 210-451-1234. That number will stay the same. And when we reopen this place on November the 1st.
Okay.
It's going to be spectacular.
It sounds like all of these different entities that he's added to this new location is going to create more jobs.
That's exactly my point. We're going to hire more people.
Wow.
Okay? That's important. So polish your resume. If you're down on your luck, give us a call. We'll make something happen. But beyond the restaurant, I'd be remiss if I didn't add this. We're a full-scale catering company.
Yeah.
Chelsea's Catering and Bar Service.
Okay.
That was our brainchild. That's the base.
Right.
And from that, we were able to launch into Tony G's Soul Food.
Yeah.
We've been the exclusive beverage provider, and still are, at the Henry B. Collins Convention Center. We provide all the beverages in that building as a joint venture with the Arcade Group, one of the largest caterers in the country. And so it's important for African Americans to understand, sometimes you have to joint venture with the larger firm.
Right.
Learn how to do the business and do it right. We've been in the Alamo Dome. We've done the Race for the Cure, marathons.
So he's creating more jobs even with the catering company.
Touches. This guy has the Midas touch, but he's a humble man, cares about people, and we're willing to give you a chance. I think that's all anybody ever wants is a chance.
Yeah.
And if you perform, you're home free. We're using African American contractors in the remodeling.
That's good stuff.
CIS Construction, Joe Monroe.
Okay.
He's making all that happen down there. If you're in the area, if you're driving by 915 South Hackberry, stop in. You don't need a hard hat. We pass all the heavy work. Take a look and just see what we're doing for you. We're going to have this thing over the top music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, live music. We're thinking about having a Thursday steak night.
Okay.
Steak, potato, salad, and all of that. Haven't launched that officially yet, but we're going to test that and just see how that will work as well. We're not trying to compete with the Riverwalk. We're not downtown on the river.
No,
we're in the near east side.
Right.
And our people need to have something that they can be proud of. And they're showing they were ready for this. They were hungry for an upscale soul food restaurant with a common touch, and that's what Tony G's Soul Food's all about.
Man, that's good stuff, Joe. Man, the grand opening on November the 1st, Tony G's Soul Food. I love the slogan, where every day is like Sunday at Tony G's, and get your grits. I want to thank one of the baddest public relations guy right here in the country and the world, Mr. Joe Linson. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you, sir.
Thank you guys at BVN. I appreciate all the work you and Carl Booker are doing. Y'all have really helped enhance what we're trying to do for this community, sir.
Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I want to thank you all for tuning in to Black Friday Live for this episode. I'm your host, Keith Scott. We'll see you next time. Be encouraged.